Alright guys, what's up? Um yeah. This wipe, it's been something. It's we're only what, I think 4 days in now. I think today's kinda like day four, day 3.5, it depends the exact numbers of it. But we're only a few days into the wipe, and I have some thoughts and opinions about them, and I'd like to share them with you guys. To start off with, plus all is back. I think that's probably the biggest thing that everybody, knows about. Plus all attributes. You can roll 2 on legs, 2 on chest, 2 on pendant, and then 1 on each ring. So you can get a total of 8 plus all, not including bard buffs or any future gold gear that we may get or jokester or any shit like that. So just 8 plus all as the default stat. And yeah, you could say like, oh, well, that's not that crazy. Well, yeah, it's not that crazy. However, then you have to consider we have a bunch of new items in the game. Actually, I haven't had like, for example, the Sallet that give hybrid stats. So you have, like Strength Vig, Dex Agi, all of those things. A lot of new things added, a lot of new stats added. And the biggest thing is, obviously, like I said, it's plus all. I hate it. I'm just going to be completely honest with you guys. I fucking hate it. I don't like it for many reasons. The main reason I hate plus all, completely ignoring how broken it is, right? I'll get to that in a second. Completely ignoring how broken plus all is as a stat, it makes getting gear really unfun because you get to the point, it's like, oh, this piece of gear doesn't have plus all, it's not good. Like, this piece of gear that's completely bis rolled, oh, well, it's not good because it doesn't have plus all. It's basically a dead stat, right? So, like, last wipe, you get, like, you can find, like, pants with, like, power, move speed or something, or HP, or, HP, power, move speed, and, like, oh, these are bis. You find that now, like, oh, that's really good, but it's not plus all, so, definitely it's not that good. And that's just kind of, like, the issue with the game, right? And then another really, really big issue on the stat side is they increased armor and MR rolls. So now you can roll 19, like you can roll like 20 armor rating. Apparently on chest pieces I've been told you can roll 30 armor rating, but I don't think that's true. I mean, I can check really quick. Just go like northern full tunic and go armor rating. I don't think it's possible, but hey, maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. Okay, there's only 3 with armor. That's okay. Just got like cloth. I don't know. What's it got? Adventurer's tunic. Just to see really quick. I mean, these are all 20, 10 to 20, 10 to 20. Yeah, you definitely can't. Okay, yeah. So it's 20 on the big pieces. I think it's 10 on the small pieces, including cloak, and then 20 on the necklace. So basically, so you see my stats here, right? I'm sure all of you, like if you guys watch me, you probably attention. This build looks familiar, right? Very like this is the PDR MR taunt build that I run, and also shields. Shields are insane. Shields now, like one-handed shields, like round shield, buckler, heater shield, can roll the armor rating and MDR and PDR of a Pavis from last wipe. So Pavis used to roll 30 armor rating, 30 MR, 6% PDR, 6% MDR. Now one-handed shields can roll that. So I don't even need a Pavis for this build. I was running this build yesterday, slightly less tanky one with a little bit more HP, and I was hitting 85, or I was like 84.7 PDR and 81% MR, just like taunt popped blocking with a round shield. And like this looks insane, but the problem is Fighter isn't the biggest abuser of this. Let me show you guys a screenshot that is a little insane, you could say. Let's look at this. This is a barbarian, right? The guy is a barbarian. He has his weapon out. You see, he has his weapon out. He's 88% movement speed with his weapon out. And then, that's not that crazy. I mean, 28% action speed. Okay. And then we scroll down a little bit. 85% PDR, 73.8% MDR. Yeah, he has Carnage pop, so he has the extra 75 armor from Carnage, and he has a Prot Shrine on, and he has Bard buffs. However, Carnage only works for armor, so take like 5 off MR, right? Because it's like, I think it's 5%, right? So he'd be, what? He's 68.8 MR, and then he's probably around about, I don't know, 72, 73% PDR. I'm not sure the exact stats, like the exact armor conversion is. But basically, he's about 70-70 here, while having 28% action speed. He's also insanely fast, and I can't see his HP, but I guarantee you he has 200 HP. Probably on, like, the lower end. So, what the fuck, right? So, like, what the fuck? So, why, man? That's my main question here, is why? Like, why? You know, the armor rating and MR rules, that's a big change, right? Like, that's a pretty big change. Because all of a sudden, every single character in the game could all of a sudden get really, really tanky. That's one big change to stats. Then, we have +2 all added back in. Or plus all added back in general. That's another really big change to stats. Because now everybody all of a sudden has access to a lot more stats. That's a second big change. And then the third big change is, like I said, we added in a bunch of armor like this right here that gives hybrid stats. Which means you, once again, have access to more stats. So that's 3 giant changes that we have to stats in one patch. And I just have to ask, like, why do they keep doing this? This isn't the first time. This is the, I think, 3rd time now that we are, or no, 4th time, my bad. I'll be back to playtest. This is the 4th time they are testing plus all attributes in the game. And it's very clear that it's broken because they've constantly removed it. And, you know, if they added it back in and it was only 2 all, like chest piece, legs, even 1 all in the rings and then 2 all in the pendant, whatever, maybe it would be okay. But then they also they increased stats that can roll. So, for example, like this rolls 3 strength, 3 will, you know, all these pieces right here could roll higher numbers of stats. They also increased that. So they added in 2 all, which gives more stats. They added hybrid items, which give more stats. They let stats roll at higher base numbers. And they increase the base stats of certain roles. So we went from one of the most balanced metas in the game to one of the least balanced in just a snap. Last wipe, the biggest complaint that most people had was golden cloaks being way too broken because they gave 3 all. Now, you just get that off of 2 pieces of gear. Oh, I have 2 all here and then 1 all, 1 all. That's cool. Also, so fun fact. Chest piece and legs can't roll 1 all. They can only roll 2 all. Necklaces can roll 1 all, so it's probably a bug, but these can't roll 1 all. It's only 2 all, which is just hilarious to me. But, yeah, other than that, I mean, I think that's the biggest thing. So basically the game right now, what this wipe did effectively is it just reverted the game back about 3 wipes to when Buffball Barb was the most broken character in the game. Because now they're 40% action speed, swinging a war maul like an arming sword. They're 80-80 PDR, MDR. It's just all of this ridiculous shit. But other than that, you know, we have the training system will be implemented soon. I mean, this is cool. XP is a big thing, I think. XP is slowed down dramatically. Like it is, you get way less XP now, or you get less XP, and I think the XP threshold was increased. So what it used to be 500 XP to get from 19 to 20. Now it's 500 to get from like 14 to 15, I believe, or 15 to 16, somewhere around there. So overall, I mean, the XP required is probably like doubled or something in the end. It's a lot more. Maybe not literally doubled, but it's a lot more. It takes a lot longer to level. However, they have changed Class Master. So before, you used to have to get your Class Master to level class to level 100 to unlock it as a Master. Now, I believe it's 30, and then you start earning tokens at 35. So that's pretty cool. Lets people access the training whenever it finally gets here. You can access that a little bit easier, so it's not quite as difficult. Other than that, we don't really have a ton added this wipe. I think the main thing is just the stats and the meta in general. Just very unfun. I don't particularly like it. Oh, I guess something else to mention is you can now pull names from piles. I don't know if it's only boss pile. I've only personally seen them pulled from boss pile on crypts, but maybe you can do it in ice caves. Because I know you can pull gold chests from like ice caves and stuff and all those other maps, but I have no idea how it actually works or whether they've changed it. But yeah, this patch, if they don't nerf stats like soon within the next like, you know, week to 2 weeks, if you are a fighter player, I'm gonna be honest, you are going to hate this game. You are going to have the least fun imaginable. You know what your play is if you play fighter? You click this button right here, click change class, click barbarian, hit enter lobby, and then you play the game. Because look at this. Level 8 barbarian, I have 2 perks on, and look at my stats. Like my MDR and PDR is low, but look at this. I'm 197 HP, I'm almost 96% move speed, and I'm already 11.6% action speed. And I am in all blue gear. I have 2 green rings on, a blue cloak, a blue necklace. Because I have 2 all. Oh yeah, this is what I meant by the hybrid items, by the way. Like, 'cause I don't even have the good ones on. Like, this is 2 all. Like, look how much this gives me. A blue piece of gear is giving me 16 HP. Like, what? I like this game, man. I just can't. But yeah, honestly, the thing is, you don't even have to play Barb. You could play Bard, you could play Demon Form Warlock. Demon Form Warlock is really good. But there are like so many insanely broken things right now that are just better than Fighter. Fighter just kind of falls down the totem pole. We have Spell Overcharge Wizard, just crazy things. Overall, this wipe I mean, my first impressions of it are it's fun, but not because like they did anything. It's fun because it's a new Dark and Darker wipe, and I want to play a fresh Dark and Darker experience, right? However, there are people unironically right now in blues, they are in better kits than like they were last wipe in full gold. Like day 2, I saw a barbarian that had a better kit than any BIS gold barbarian could have possibly had last wipe, and it wouldn't have been close. Like you put blue gear right, like BIS blue gear right now versus BIS gold gear from last wipe, and the blue gear'd win probably every single time. It's just absolutely insane. But with that being said, I'm hoping they realize pretty fast that plus all should not exist, and they nerf the armor rating and MDR rules down, because no one enjoys fighting 80% PDR or 80% MDR targets. It's just not fun. It just ends up being a slap fest, and whichever cleric heals more, or whoever fucks up first, like majorly loses. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and feel free to leave your comments down below as always, and your thoughts and opinions on the wipe. I'm sure some of you will probably have similar thoughts. If you're a wizard, I'm sure you love it. If you're a wizard, bard, barb, cleric, or warlock, you probably love this wipe. If you're everyone else, you probably hate it. Yeah. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.